Lucifer would be worried about, well, Charlie. Then he had an idea. As he would go over and knock on Osmodeus' door, Osmodeus would open the door and say, "Hey, I haven't seen you forever. Do you want to party with me? I heard your wife's gone. Maybe you wanted to experiment." Lucifer said, no, I'll take a rain check on that." Osmodeus laughed, said, "I didn't think so. So what's up? You make robots of Fizzy, right? So you're quite fond of him." Osmodeus would then think, does Lucifer know? He usually doesn't get involved in other people's affairs. Why would he care? He shut the door behind him and said, yeah, why? "Well, could you make one that could fight? Maybe like a Terminator?" Osmodeus would say, "You mean from that movie?" "Yeah, and it'll be awesome. Can you make him fire like giant laser beams just like in the show when he has that weapon with the..." As then Osmodeus said, slow down. "I could hypothetically make one, but it would take time and I need magic to do it. And you're the strongest person in hell. Why would you even want this?" "To protect my daughter. Why can't you protect her yourself?" I can, but this is so cool! A Terminator! Just pew pew pew, pew pew pew, pew pew pew! Asmodeus would go, alright, I see what I can do. As Asmodeus would order a actual robot that can fight. He made the best quality robots, but they were for, other purposes. So this was different. But as he was making the Terminator, Lucifer would just sit down and begin to think. Was he doing the right thing? I'm sure Charlie would like it. It's a freaking Terminator. That's cool as heck. Also, maybe he could mass produce it, make an army of Terminators to fight against Adam's army. Lucifer says, "How many do you think you can make?" Osmo says, "I'll just make one for now, but I'll make more later if this one's successful. Are you planning on making an army of robots to do your bidding?" Lucifer says, "Kind of. I just want them to defend against exorcists. Hope don't make too many. They might rise against us. Ha ha." Osmodeus then said, "You know, that's actually a good point, even if you meant that as a joke." As in finally, after a few months would pass until Terminator was built. Terminator would finally be online. He would wake up and look around. He looked just like Arnold, just like in the movies. As he looked around, he said, "What are my orders?" Okay, I'm not gonna try to do it. Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. I'm just not. As Terminator would look around, Lucifer would say, "Oh my god, it worked! All right, let's bring you to Charlie. Go into Charlie." As then, Terminator would follow Lucifer. As the Terminator and Lucifer would go to the hotel, he would knock on the door. As the Terminator would answer, Charlie would say, "Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're here? But why are you not a sinner? I don't understand." Lucifer says, "That's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the Terminator. I built a robot to act just like him." Charlie would say, "Why would you do that, Dad?" "To protect the hotel. He has magic and a laser rifle that can destroy angels." As in, Charlie would say, that's great. "Can I come in?" Terminator would then walk in and say, "What are my orders?" Angel would say, "Your orders are to meet me in my bedroom." Executed orders. As then Terminator would walk to his bedroom, Angel would get excited, but then he realized something. He wasn't built that way. As Angel would say, "Really? They built this guy and didn't add anything? What's the point of even making him?" Terminator would say, "Are you displeased with my instructor building? I am sorry." Angel would say, "No, it's fine." As Terminator would stay there, he would stay there for a few days, and he would get on Alistair's nerves. Alistair felt like he was put there to spy on him, and maybe he was. However, the Terminator was not like the movie Terminator, obviously. He was built in this world, and because of that, he had his own personality, or lack thereof. However, he would slowly start to learn things, and slowly start to develop things. As everyone just saw him as a machine, something would change that. As Charlie was walking down, she saw something. Terminator was painting. As Charlie would be shocked, he was supposed to be just a robot bodyguard. Not much else, just do what you tell it, but it was painting a picture. The painting was, well, it was a painting of a tree and a forest in the moonlight. Just a simple forest, not a lot to it, but it was still a painting. Charlie said, "Did someone tell you to paint that?" "No, I thought it could be what you call fun. I enjoyed it." Charlie would say, "You can have fun? Looks like there's more than you than I thought. I think it's time that we talk about each other." Terminator would say, Is that your order? Charlie would say, no. Well, yes, I don't know. Let's just get to know each other. What do you like? Painting. I don't know much else. As Charlie would talk to Terminator, the Terminator would start to learn about itself. It would start to learn about things it liked. As the Terminator would, learn more about himself, he would finally learn what kind of person he was. Well, not all at once, but he learned about things he liked. He learned about what life was all about, and things like that. Even though he was not organic, even though he was robotic, even though he didn't have a heart that pumped blood through his body, Terminator could still care about people. And as the days passed, he became more and more of a person, and would even hang out in the hotel and do activities with them. As one day, Husk was at the bar, as Arnold was sitting there. Husk said, I would ask you for a drink, but it's not like you could drink one. Indeed, I'm not Bender. Husk would say, Bender, that's another robot that's made in pop culture. Too bad he's not here. Husk would say, yeah. Anyway, why are you sitting down here if you can't drink? I want to talk with you, Husk. Have what you people call social interaction. It's alright. When you talk about organics, don't say you people. Certain people might get the wrong idea if you call them that. Turner would say, oh, I understand. That is so-called. Husk would say, you don't have to explain it. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? I don't know. You do magic, right? Card tricks? Can you show me that? I don't think a robot would like magic, no offense, but alright. Husk would start to do some magic card tricks. As Terminator would analyze and understand how it's done immediately. Terminator would say, am I supposed to scan it and figure out how it's done? Husk would say, no, you're not. As Terminator would say, I'm sorry. I just can't be normal. Husk would say, can't be normal, laugh. Do you think any of us are normal? I mean, look at me. I'm a cat person, literally. An angel is a walking... Angel said, don't you dare finish that sentence. Is a walking party. What do you think I was going to say? Angel would laugh. Turner would say, interesting, as he sat down. So, none of you are normal, yet you all get along? How? How do you do it? How do you rectify your differences? How do you have this quote-unquote fun? I mean... I smile sometimes. Is that what fun is? When you smile, when you do something random? Husk would say, I guess. I don't know. I never really had to define it before. As Terminator would learn how to act normal, he would start to enjoy it. He would start to enjoy the hotel. We would start to enjoy having friends around. Terminator would start to view people as his friends. Before, he was just there to protect Charlie, but now he viewed everyone as a friend there. And he viewed them as someone he can have fun with, someone he can play with, and someone who he can enjoy to be around. That is how Terminator viewed everything. However, Terminator was still a fighting machine. And that's great, because someone was coming down very soon, Adam. However, a day before Adam would arrive, the Terminator and Alistair would talk to each other. As Alistair said, so, you've really gotten a personality now. You've grown so much. Tell me, what's your plan? After Adam is defeated, if he's defeated. I guess I'll leave the hotel and start my own little life. I think I like this place. What about you? Alistair says I don't really have much of a choice. Terminator would say, what do you mean? I asked you because when you leave, things will go back to normal. Terminator would say, do you still not like me? Odd. I've never done a thing to you. I don't know why you wouldn't. I'm not fond of you, I'll admit that. I don't like new technology, especially you, but you and we're gonna have to work together to defeat Adam. Terminator would nod and say, I agree. As the day came, Adam would land, as a force field would happen just like in canon, and he would start to fight Alistair. As Alistair and Adam would both battle each other, Alistair would start to make Adam more and more furious. However, something was going on. As Terminator hid in the shadows, you see, since he was not organic, Adam couldn't sense him. And Nifty also got the drop on him when he was distracted, so it's not like it wouldn't be hard to do. As Adam and Alistair continued the battle, suddenly a laser was fired near to Adam. He was able to dodge it last second, but it hit his arm as he fell down and said, what was that? Looks like you cannot use your right arm. I'll just aim for your left then, the Terminator said, as Alistair and the Terminator would both fight. Alistair used his tentacles to keep Adam to the ground, as the Terminator would blast at him. Adam would have to use all of his power to try to get rid of him, as he hit the ground, causing it to shake, making Alistair fall off. But the Terminator ran and grabbed him and said, "What are you doing? Taking you out, once and for all." As then, he blew himself up, releasing tons of electricity. And since his lasers were made out of anti-angelic material, it was able to destroy Adam. But his head fell down from the hotel. As all the extras left, Charlie cried and said, "You're gone." As then he said, "Actually, I could survive with just a head, but it'll take a month to rebuild my body, sadly." Alistair said, "So you're just a head now? How entertaining." Charlie would say, "Ow," as then she picked up the Terminator's head. "He may just be a head now, but he'll get his body back in a month." And the Terminator did it. He saved the hotel and saved his new friends. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, please, please share with all your friends. That means the world to me. Anything I deserve, hit that thanks button and select amount to give me. You know, that's how you tip me. And if you want to tip me, I'll be really appreciative of it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. I'm going to be honest. I've only seen, like, the first 2 Terminator movies. And, like, nothing after that, and it's been, like, years, so I gotta just... Also, the reason that... The reason that this Terminator is so different from the Arnold Schwarzenegger one is because he was built, like, in their universe, Lucifer was a fan, so he built him. He wasn't like him, he was just built to be him, if that makes sense. Kind of like... if you were a big fan of something, so you built a robot version of it. Well, I guess it's a robot version of a robot version that's fictional inside of a fictional universe inside of another fictional universe. But a lot of things going on there. But yeah, that's why his personality is so different. And I guess I could have titled it, "What if Lucifer built a Terminator?" Actually, that probably... I don't know. I titled it, "What if Terminator was in Hazbin Hotel?" I guess that's not as accurate as a title as "What if Lucifer built a Terminator?" But, you know, it's the title I used. And, yeah. So, hope you all enjoyed it. And what's your favorite Terminator movie? Please let me know in the comments below. Mine was the second one, because the second one was really good. And I loved how... yeah. Anyway, and that thumb, how he put his thumb up, that was kind of iconic. I can't remember if there was a second or third one because it's been so long, but how he puts his thumb up and he gets dumped in the lava, that's just amazing. Anyway, love you all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for always being there for me. It means the world to me. Peace out.